Hello. So now in this video we are going to cover Elastic Computing Cloud. Amazon Elastic Computing Cloud, which means Amazon EC2. Consider EC2 as your own system, own server. Like you create a server or you purchase the machine, Core i7 13th generation, blah blah blah, 32 GB RAM, 1 TB hard disk, this and that. So consider this as well, similar to that, but the difference is we are going to create a machine, a server on the cloud, so that our application, our website will utilize that server. Okay, let's first read the overview of this lab. Welcome to this comprehensive lab that will guide you through the process of launching and configuration virtual machine in the powerful and dynamic Amazon Web Service. In this lab, you will gain practical experience using AMI machines to launch EC2 instance and master the art of using key pairs for SSH authentication to log in your instance. Additionally, you will learn how to create a web page and publish it on your AWS virtual machine. Duration will be 30 minutes. The region will be US East Virginia. Now, what is EC2? AWS offers a revolutionary cloud-based web service called Elastic Compute Cloud, which is EC2, that provides unparalleled computing Is it working or not? So let's start with the introduction. What is EC2? AWS offers a revolutionary cloud-based web service called Elastic Computing Cloud that provides unparalleled compute capacity in the cloud. In this cutting-edge platform, users have the ability to rent virtual machines called instances. They are fully customizable to meet their specific computing need. Here are some additional key points about Amazon EC2. EC2 provides users with full control over their virtual computing resources, allowing them to customize their instances with their preferred operating system, programming language, and application server. As I told earlier, you are just going to create your virtual PC on cloud. So user can configure security groups and network access controls list ACL to configure inbound and outbound traffic to the instances, providing a secure environment for the application. The simple is that inbound and outbound rules, like who can get access to your PC. That's the simple definition of inbound and outbound rules. EC2 offers various purchasing options, including on-demand instances, reserved instances, spot instances, allowing users to optimize their cost based on their application requirement. Okay. Spot instances will be, we can use these types of instances for testing purposes, because these instances are cheap, but there is no stability. AWS can claim these instances anytime they want. Reserve instance means, like, I know my requirement that I have to create a machine with 32 GB RAM and 100 GB of hard disk or SSD whatsoever. Okay, I know my requirement and I know what will be the load and what will be the traffic on this machine. So I also know that I will publish this application for a year or more than a year. Okay, I know the timeline, so I will purchase the reserve instance. I will reserve that instance with the fixed resources. On reserve instances, we will get up to 70% discount. On demand means we will charged on the basis of the usage of our server. Like if I created a machine and I utilize only 2 GB or 3 GB from that, so my billing will be accordingly. EC2 provides a wide range of monitoring and logging features, including CloudWatch, which allows users to monitor their instances, application, and resources in real time, and Amazon CloudTrail, which provides a record of all API calls made in their AWS accounts. EC2 supports a variety of storage options, including Elastic Block Storage, EBS, Elastic File Storage, EFS, and instance store volumes, providing users with the flexibility to choose the most suitable storage solution for the application. EC2 allows users to create custom machine image of their instance, which can be used to launch new instances with the same configuration and software stack, saving time and efforts in application deployment basically. With its powerful features and flexibility, EC2 has become a go-to choice for developers, businesses, and enterprises alike, providing the foundation for scalable and robust cloud-based application. Architecture diagram will be this is my architecture diagram. EC2 with the public IP address lies under the security groups, then security groups lies under the public subnet, then public subnet lies under the AWS VPC, then connected with the internet, then user. So browse the public address of EC2 Mac instance. That's the public address. EC2 provide a public address if we allow it to. User will get welcome. Okay, there's a message user will be going to see in this basic lab. Okay, task detail, sign into AWS management console, launch EC2 with desired specification, and SSH into EC2 instances using key pair, install Apache server on the instance, create a web page, and publish it on the instance. Validation of the lab. To launch the environment, click same settings or same instructions which we got earlier. Okay, then these are the steps which we are going to follow. We have to open console. Okay, so our lab has started now. What we have to do is copy this so this is my username and password. After signing in, we have to do navigate to VPC by clicking on service. Okay, we have to first go towards VPC, then delete the default VPC. We have to delete the default VPC, select VPC with the key values as yes. Okay, let me check, then move towards VPC. There's a default value. Okay, these are the steps to delete the VPC. Okay, and we have to delete the VPC which contains the value yes. By acknowledging I want to delete that. Okay, now to provide default, refresh and create a default VPC again, then default will be created. Okay, just we have to delete the present VPC. After that we will create another VPC. Okay, that's the default VPC which I have to delete. Action, delete VPC. I acknowledge that. If I want to delete AWS add a protection layer. So if I'm like click on delete by mistaken, then I have to write that specific command, specific sentence. So if I'm deleting the VPC accidentally, then I will stop. I will look at here again, like what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's the benefit of AWS. Now what do we have to do is your VPC, your default VPC. Okay, go to actions, not in create VPC. Go to actions, create default VPC. Okay, a default VPC enables you to launch EC2 resources without having to create and configure your own VPC and subnet. We will create a default VPC with the subnet in each availability zone and internet gateway, a route table with a specific. Then what do we have to do after that? We have to launch the EC2 server. So that's my VPC with 6 subnets. A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 subnets linking towards one route table and one network. Okay, that's my default VPC. Now we have to go towards EC2. Is there any kind of change which we have to do? Is okay, AMI will be 2023 T2 micro. Any type of instance. So basically first I'll let you know what we are going to do next. First I will name my EC2 server. After that I will select the operating system what will be my OS in this machine. Then after that I will select the hardware, like how many numbers of CPUs I require, how many number of cores, how many GB I require. That's the basic requirements which I have to feed before doing anything else. Okay, then we have to create a new key pair named as whiskey. The key pair type will be RSA, the format will be .pem. Okay, then first perform these steps, then we will move towards next step. My EC2 server machine will be same, instance will be T2 micro. Then here I have to create I forgot to create a key pair. First I have to create the key pair, then I will move up. So I forgot to create the key pair. First create the key pair, then we are going to create the security group with auto assign IP will be enabled. The requirement description will be this security group to allow traffic to EC2. Okay, just move towards here. The name will be this one and the description will be this one. I have to choose HTTP anywhere. Okay, so we are going to add another security group here, which is, where is HTTP? There you go. Okay, accept custom. I'm going to set as anywhere. The machine configuration will be settled. I have to create the key pair, create new key pair. Okay, named it anything, EC2. That's it. No, I will receive an error if my key pair will not be similar to this one. I can't even do innovations here. So that's my key pair, and these are my rule. Okay, now what? After that just read these steps. These basically what they are going to do. So we will now add the security group rules. SSH already be present there for for HTTP. Add a security group. Okay, now I allowed the HTTP access to my server as well. A security group is a virtual firewall that controls the inbound and outbound traffic for instances in a particular network in a cloud computing environment. Here we have selected SSH and HTTP rules that will allow incoming SSH and HTTP traffic to instances that are associated with the security group. So basically, consider the security group as a virtual firewall, which I've explained earlier. First we will after EC2 there is a firewall, a virtual firewall, which is security group, then a Amazon VPC, then internet gateway, then other stuffs. Proceed with launching stuff. All default setting will be set to view the instance. Okay, first launch this. So my instance is launched now. What do we have to do now is, once you initiated the instance launch process, go to the instance page from the left menu and wait for your EC2 to becoming running while ensuring that the health check status is 2 to checked. Optimal performance. Then select the instance that have. Okay. Now go towards my instance. That's my instance. That's my public address. Like, user can access this machine through this address. Select the instance that you have created and copy the IP4 public ID within the details section and paste into the editor for later use. Okay, as an example, we are deprecated deployment. Okay, so that's my. Till now I've already allowed the HTTP access, but I haven't installed any Apache server in it. So first we have to install the Apache in it, then we will move with the other steps. So that's my public address basically. I will connect this instance with my through console, then I will install Apache server in it. Okay, connect and then SSH into, like I've already choose that option. Once the connection will be established, I will move forward towards. First I will provide the root privileges to the user, then I will install the Apache server in it. As I told earlier, sudo su used for root privileges. Then I will use this command. Now run the updates using the following command. Okay, close this one. That's my command. Update is completed now. Now let's see, once the update is complete, then install the Apache web server. So I will install the Apache web server. My server is installing now. Once the server will be installed, I will move forward toward starting the server. My server is started now. Then I will move towards enabling the web access. So successfully enabled. Now I have to check the status of this. starting HTTP server, Apache server, listening. Look, see here, my server is listening on port 80, so you can activate status and running. Now you can test your web server is properly installed only. Okay, so let's refresh this one more time. I hope that's the step that it told me to do. Entering the IPv4 of your EC2 instance address bar of a web browser. If your web server is running, then you see the Apache test space. If you don't see the Apache, then verify you have followed the above step or not. So still go here. Okay, so the mistake is my server is running on HTTP, not on S. So that's the default page of Apache. Make sure to see this error. Till now I will if I haven't remembered that, Apache EC2 will run by default on HTTP, or I provide the access. I provided the access, basically I added the HTTP rule in my security group. If I don't remember that point, then I will be like worried what did I do wrong or not. So in this task you will be add content to your HTML index file using echo command and restart the web server. Then you can see the web page. To add the context into the echo file using echo command, okay, just copy the command and paste it here. Control Shift V, that's it. Then restart the server. Server is restarted now. Now enter the file name after that, which you got when you created the EC2 instance and see your HTML header. Make sure your protocol is see here, I told earlier that the protocol will be HTTP, not HTTPS, because we already we just assigned the permissions of HTTP here. So they cleared the point here as well. We have to open the index.html file. Look at here, hi Whizlabs, I'm a public page. There's the content which I've embedded, basically I've wrote in HTML file. So after that we have to validate the task. If you see the above text in the browser, then you have successfully completed the lab. So till now we completed the lab successfully. In this lab we learned how to create or launch EC2 instance, how to log in EC2 instance using SSH, how to install Apache server on the instance, then successfully created a web page and publish it. You have successfully validated the labs. So let's validate this one. Validate my lab. Yo, my passing score is 100%. Video guide. Do we have any video guide? Yeah, we have any video guide here as well, but it's not loading. So yeah, it is loading. Let's end this one. We already know what we did, so just end this lab. Yeah, I'm sure I want to end this lab. Sign up from everywhere. Just closed it. Closed. So that's my feedback. Good. Submit it. So that's all for the today. We will see in the next video.